Hey guys, welcome to Coffee Combos. Hi, Lindsie.
Hey, Kail. What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm just going over some emails, getting some pothead stuff done.
Just chilling?
Yeah.
How's things going with Hobbs? Jose.
Good old Jose. We're up and down. We fight every other day. It's a real love-hate relationship.
Well, that's good.
Parentship.
I'm glad that there's some love in there mixed in with the hate, you know?
Very little. We sprinkle it on top of the hate, you know? So the seasoning.
It's the seasoning. Oh, my gosh. Well, I just want to know, like, what it was like whenever you were a married person, because I didn't really, like, know you then. Yeah. So, like, what was that like? Because I feel like in a lot of ways, when we talk about stuff, you're like, can't relate, you know, when I talk about Will.
Yeah.
But it's probably because it was so long ago that you were doing that with Javi that you've been just kind of like on your own.
It's really weird. Like, I've been legally divorced for 3 years now.
That's crazy to me.
To think about the timing, because I filed for divorce 4 years ago and it didn't get approved. Like, I didn't get legally divorced for a whole year.
Wow.
So 3 years ago. And you know what? I do remember a lot of the aspects about marriage. And so I remember some of the things that annoyed me and some, I'm sure, things that I annoyed him. Mm-hmm. There are things that I can relate to, but I won't say it because people are like, well, you're divorced now. Like, you can't say that.
Right.
You know
right,
what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever.
Because you're not living that life right now.
Right.
So people are
But I
saying
can relate to some degree.
Yeah, because, you know, being married is a whole different ball game. It is.
I mean, I really felt like Javi just lived so different than me. And I feel like even if I was to get into another relationship, like, they're so different.
Yeah.
You know, they just, like, dirty up the place. They don't care where they put their dirty laundry, you know?
I mostly, even since, like, I started dating Will and when we moved in together, I feel like I didn't really realize how men were, like, before that, because I'd never lived with one, you know? So I'm like, okay, is this the thing that men do?
Right.
Because I don't know, like, if I'm ever going to be married. Because I don't like these habits. Because, you know, I am such a clean freak and just want everything to be so-so. And part of it was just, like, schedule and there not being, like, a ton of time to, like, tidy up and, you know, whatever. But a lot of it, I think, was just... I mean, I'm sure he was taught better, but maybe it's just because before me, he didn't have a girl looking at his stuff. So it was like, I don't really care if there's, like, mildew on my shower curtain because it doesn't really matter.
Like, no one's there to tell me to change it.
Correct.
You know what's weird, though? Like, can be so disgusted by, like, somebody in a marriage. Like, right? Javi had completely different habits than me. And now that I've been married and divorced, like, now I don't know that I could ever live with somebody in that way.
What do you mean?
I don't know that I would be able to live with someone again. Like, I've gotten so used to being by myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, even, I don't know that I want to get used to someone's nasty habits. Like, I have my own habits. Let me keep mine to myself and you keep yours to yourself.
But do you have, like, nasty habits?
Probably. I mean, I left my laundry in the washer for like 4 days, and now those jeans are ruined. So if they want their laundry smelling like mildew,
come live with Kail. Kail's your girl.
But I put vinegar in the one load that I did that to, and it like helped.
Did you Google that?
No, someone told me.
Oh, wow.
But I won't do that to the jeans. I'm just going to throw them out because those are really nasty.
Yeah, I mean, they're just very, very stinky. I smelled them myself. So
they were expensive.
Just not a good look or smell. You know what I mean?
I hated when I was married and Javi would leave his shit in the middle of the floor when he walked in. Like, as soon as he walked in the door, it's like he dropped what he had right there. I don't want to trip and die.
I feel like Will has really weird habits. Like, Will is some ways like me in the sense of he gets in, like, these modes where he wants to, like, clean and, like, pick up and, like, do all these things. But then also he gets in a mode of where I don't know if he's trying to convince himself the house is clean because he doesn't want to do anything, or if he just really thinks it's clean. And I'm like, but the place isn't clean.
I was married for 4 years with Javi for 5, and I never remember him ever cleaning. Like, I don't remember him ever picking up a Clorox wipe. So now I've been alone for so long that I don't know that I want to pick up anyone's habits or, like, deal with someone else's habits.
I could see where that would be really annoying, because I can relate to that in the sense of when Will goes to his parents sometimes for the weekend and I clean the whole house and I feel like everything's like
in place
and perfect. I could see where it would be very tempting to be like, okay, I could just like go to work, come home, my shit looks so nice, and yeah.
Because I know that I'm messy in my own way. I know I have habits that are not really great for somebody else, but like I don't have to worry about anything because it's my house. Like, I can do whatever I want. You know what I mean?
Right.
So to, like, have someone come in and, like, want to change my habits and then me pick up on someone, like, no.
But you said that Javi, like, never cleaned in 5 years.
I can't remember a time.
That is so strange.
But then when I was with Chris, he was clean. Like, I remember him cleaning, and I remember, like, him cleaning up after me.
Right. So then you were the messy one.
And I was the messy one. Yeah. And then when I was with Dom, like, we were equally messy and cleaned up after each other sometimes.
Right, okay. But what would you say would be, like, your worst habits? I'll tell you mine.
Laundry. I'm not good with laundry. I leave it everywhere. If I wash it, it's probably getting left in a pile somewhere. I literally just can't keep up. Anything else, I'll do.
Okay. So, like, are your bathrooms always clean?
My bathrooms are always clean. Like, they're clean. They might be a little bit messy, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
There might be stuff places, but, like, my toilet bowls are always scrubbed. My shower and my sinks are always clean. Okay. Always.
Yeah. That's definitely always a thing for me. Like, I clean my bathrooms every week. Like, my bathrooms are not going to be dirty. I cannot deal with, like, a dirty bathroom. Like, that's where I clean myself, you know? It's
yeah. It's just, like, they're already dirty enough. Let's keep them.
Yeah. Our listeners know how we feel about oral health, and thanks to Quip toothbrushes, we are taking good care of our pearly whites.
Quip toothbrushes are electric, but don't worry, they're super sleek and mount to your mirror so you don't have one of those old bulky things taking up all of your bathroom space.
And you can just take them out off your mirror and use it as a cap for travel when you need to take it on the go.
They send you a replacement head every 3 months for just $5, so you're following a dentist-recommended schedule and it shows up at your door. It's so easy.
My favorite thing about Quip is that they now have Quip Kids. I just think it's so cute. Jackson loves it. And I love Quip because it's easy for me to travel. And it also takes all of the thinking out of having to get toothpaste, which I know seems so simple, but it's so hard. That's why I love Quip and why over 1 million happy, healthy mouths do too. So Quip starts at just $25. And if you go to getquip.com/coffee, right now, you can get your first refill pack for free. That's your first refill pack for free at getquip.com/coffee. But something that, well, I'll tell you my habit. So I'm really bad about, like, leaving clothes on the floor. Mm-hmm. My closet's really messy.
Same.
Because I will try on something and then not rehang it.
Same.
And as far as laundry, I will say, I feel like I taught Will good habits on, like, how to do things. Mm-hmm. So he does know how to, like, wash whites with whites and darks with darks and colors with colors and jeans and work pants. Like, He knows how to do all of that. But that's from, like, training and coaching him, you know, how to do that stuff. And I will say he, like, thinks of it more. Like, when Will does laundry, because he'll do laundry sometimes, I'll do laundry sometimes. Mm-hmm. But when he does it, it's like he's a lot quicker at it than me, right? Because he stays on it. Whereas I try to, like, multitask more. So if he's going to do laundry, it'll be like he's strictly, like, only doing laundry because he wants to, like, focus on that and just get that done.
I feel like that's a guy thing.
It is.
That's a very guy thing.
It is. And then for, like, me, I will put on a load of laundry before I take Jackson to school
and go clean a bathroom.
Go clean a bathroom. Go to the gym. Come back. Put the laundry in the dryer.
Go clean another bathroom.
Yep.
Or the kitchen.
Do 5 phone calls.
Yep.
Put on dinner.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, I only got 1 load of laundry done because I was doing all this other stuff.
Right.
You know? So I will say, as far as, like, that, he's better than me at that. As far as, like, cleaning baseboards and, like, the deep cleaning stuff, he's not going to do. You know, it's just,
I'm not either.
Like, that's not even a thing for him. Now, if I said, hey, like, we all need to come together and, like, clean this house, he's going to help. But it's going to be like, he might mop, but he's not getting on his hands and knees and doing baseboards.
I don't think I've ever cleaned the baseboards in my house in almost 4 years.
I'm concerned.
Well, I would get a deep cleaner. I don't have the time.
Yeah.
And my dogs shed like crazy.
And see, that would drive me nuts.
And it drives me fucking insane because you don't realize it when you get... I got a Rottweiler. Like, I didn't think that he was going to shed the way that he does. Mm-hmm. I swear to you, because I do get deep cleanings. So they come on a Thursday morning.
Right. And do they do all of that stuff?
They will, yeah.
Okay.
So on a Thursday, even if we don't have company all weekend, so there's not a lot of in and out, they need to be cleaned again by the next week because of my dogs.
Right, because you have shedding dogs.
It's so frustrating because I'm like, I literally feel like this house just got cleaned.
Right. Okay, so while we're on that topic, anybody who's listening, do you allow your animals on your furniture? Because I feel like I have a lot of friends that do allow their animals on their furniture. I allow Della on my furniture, but I have now started training her to a bed. And she actually is a lot smarter than what I thought she was. And she's very sneaky, I found out.
Yeah.
Because I've gotten to where I've changed the whole schedule. I know we've talked about Della on the podcast before and her going to daycare, and she was completely non-social at daycare. So I kind of was like, well, what's really the point? So now I've kind of changed my schedule and deal with her more on my own. Let her out in the morning and feed her and kind of let her do breakfast and everything with Jackson. Mm-hmm. And so it's kind of like I'm doing like both at the same time. And she's so sneaky. Like if I go upstairs and I'll be getting ready and I let her out, she gets on the couch. But if she hears me coming, I hear her jump off the couch and get in her bed. Like she's sneaky.
What?
Yeah, she is so sneaky. And she was on the toilet the other day.
The toilet?
She gets up on the toilet and sits on the toilet.
What?
And then she can't get down.
Oh, poor dog.
But the whole point being is, do you allow your dogs on the couch? Because
so I got new furniture last summer. And I was like, I'm not letting the dogs on the furniture. And then I did. And my couches were so disgusting, Lindsie. Like, they looked like I had them for years. So I recently had Stanley Steamer come clean them.
Really?
Literally last week. I want to, maybe it couldn't have been 2 weeks ago. No, it was last week. I had them come clean them. They're in the kennel because I'm traveling. Uh-huh. When I get home, they're not going on the couch. It cost way too much money to have those couches steam cleaned and everything else for me to allow them on the furniture.
Well, and your dogs, I feel like, are so big. Like,
well, one of them.
One of them, yeah.
But they're also, like, think about it. They're kind of dirty. Like, I love my dogs. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But they do go outside and they walk around in dirt and mud and probably have stepped in their own poop at one point. And then they come in and they jump up on the couch. Like, this is a no. Like, you remind me of my ex-husband.
And that's why you don't have him.
I'm just kidding.
I am dead. So I just don't really understand men, to be perfectly honest. Like,
men or animals. Like, they're both a lost cause for me.
Yeah, I just don't. First off, I wish I could just get in my dog's head and like figure out like what she's thinking and why she manipulates me.
That's kind of how I feel about significant others.
Yeah. I don't really understand my dog or Will sometimes. I feel like they manipulate me sometimes.
Yeah, both. They're probably all they're on the same page.
They are. And that's probably why like Will and Della get along so well, because you're like coming up with a master plan on how to manipulate me. Okay, so you said like your weirdest habits. I've said my weird habits. Although like another one of my habits too, did I say that like I leave my clothes just like laying around in the bathroom floor?
Me
like
too.
After I take them off?
Yeah, me too. And my shoes too.
But I also complain if I see Will do it.
Same.
But
so
then,
much
like,
same.
My clothes will be in the same pile as his.
But I'm complaining about them.
I'm complaining about his clothes. I'm like, why am I putting these in the hamper? But like really it's taking me more effort because I'm putting mine that I've left in the bathroom floor for 2 days.
Yep. No,
you know?
I can relate to that for sure.
I'm just like, why? Like, why? And I can't stand, like, this is so disgusting, but I know somebody's going to relate to this whenever I say it. If you go to the bathroom and you've taken a dump and there are skid marks in the toilet,
clean them.
Don't stain my porcelain. Like... There is such thing as called bathroom cleaner.
First of all.
And you know what Will told me when I complain about this all the time. I'm like, nobody wants to see your skid marks in the toilet.
Nobody. Because I don't need someone thinking it was me.
Yeah,
it wasn't me. It's like, not me.
If somebody comes over to my house and sees like a skid mark in there, I'm going to think automatically they're going to be like, Lindsie just came in here and took a dump before I came. Don't you think that?
Yes.
So I'm like, don't do that. So my whole thing was like, okay, fine. I'm going to give up that argument and I'm just going to be like, don't take dumps on the main floor, because then that's like where the guests would go to the bathroom if they came, you know? So I'm like, if you're going to do this and leave skid marks, go upstairs and skid all over the place. I don't care. Like, it's fine. Men, it's not fine.
If you are listening, do not shit on the main floor. Don't do it. Women, if you are listening, don't shit on the main floor. Thank you.
I can't. And so Will told me, I mean, so seriously, he was like, every time, as many times as I take a shit, I'm not going to get a toilet scrubber and scrubbing my shit off. It will just flake off. He's like, when the water gets on it and it sits there long enough, then you just go do a second, like, flush. It's like a courtesy flush, you know?
Okay,
like, you just,
no.
Like, Will told me sometimes that he would hold his shits until he went to, like, his work bathroom, and then he would just take all of his dumps at work.
Oh, good.
So that he wouldn't have to clean skid marks. Ew. And I was like, that's not normal. And how do men, like, do a lot of men shit at work? Because I feel like if I was, like, at a 9-to-5, like, corporate place,
you're not going to poop in public.
I'm not shitting there. Because my coworker's going to know I dumped. You know?
I don't know. I can't ever poop. So.
I mean, you shit it out back.
Only when I have bubble guts. Yeah. So it, like, doesn't happen for me.
Okay, and then the next thing...
Oh, my God. This is all in Rico's episode. He's going to hear all of this. I'm done. Okay, guys, it's time for our periodic reminder that you're probably wearing the wrong bra size, like I was, and I bet none of you want to go to a store and have an awkward fitting room session, so that's why you need to try Third Love. Their bras are comfortable and have a 100% fit guarantee.
You can go online and take their Fit Finder quiz to see what size you really are, and since they have over 70 sizes, including half sizes, so whether you're big or small, they've got you covered.
My favorite Third Love style is the 24/7 perfect fit, because I am super busty, and it just keeps everything nice and tuck and sleep.
And I like the 24/7 t-shirt bra. It is the best. And they also have awesome organic pajamas as well. Third Love is more than just bras too. I recommend their robes and the pajama sets, like I just said, perfect for a great night's sleep. Another great thing about their bras is that you have 60 days to wear it, wash it, and live in it. And if you don't like it, you can return it and they'll wash it and donate it to a woman in need, which is great.
So Third Love knows there's a perfect bra for everyone. So right now they're offering our listeners 15% off your first order. Go to thirdlove.com/coffee now to find your perfect fitting bra and get 15% off your first purchase. That's thirdlove.com/coffee for 15% off today.
The next thing that I have a question about is people who deal with men. Do you feel like they never plan ahead?
No, they don't know how to plan ahead. They don't know what that means. They don't know what that is.
But, like, have you experienced that with all of your relationships or just your marriage? Where did you notice it most? Will is just a completely non-communicator.
I would go ahead and say that it's not all relationships. I would say it's not.
So it's mostly in your marriage?
Yes.
Okay. Will, I don't know if it's because we've been together so long that he just feels like so comfortable that he doesn't feel the need to have to communicate because he knows that no matter what, I'm going to be there.
Right.
So I don't know if that's wrong or if it's right. I feel like it's wrong because I'm like, hey, you can't do some of the stuff that you do.
Sure.
You know, like I've told you before, him going to Texas and like not telling me until 8 hours before.
Right.
Just this past week, he randomly had a work dinner pop up and didn't get home until like 9 o'clock. And it's like, okay, that's perfectly fine if you have work dinners. Like, I don't care, you know.
But let me know so I can plan accordingly.
Right, because I was literally planning as normal that he would be home
for dinner.
You know, and we would be doing our normal nightly routine. That Jackson would be going to the yard and practicing baseball, and he would be home at 5:30. So it's like when you text me at 4 o'clock, that's not really advance notice. You know what I mean? Like, you're texting me at 4:00 because your boss made 5:00 dinner reservations. It's like, if he was prepared enough to make 5:00 dinner reservations, why weren't you prepared enough to tell me, like, this morning? Like, even if it was in the morning, you know? Like,
do you ever go to work dinners with?
No. I would not want to do that.
Oh, okay. I don't know if that's a thing. That's never been a thing for
But
me.
a lot of people have actually asked me that. Like, when Will goes to work dinners, like, do you not want to go to the work dinners? Like,
but are the wives or the
I don't think
spouses
so.
even? Okay.
I don't think so. But then again, I don't really have help throughout the week. Like, even if I was invited to go, I couldn't go because I wouldn't have help with Jackson. You know, it's not like I have like a nanny or babysitter.
Yeah, I don't have a nanny or babysitter. I literally try to plan everything around.
Like, when you don't have your kids.
When I don't have my kids.
Yeah. So the planning ahead, like, really bothers me. And I don't know if anybody who is listening has that same issue with their spouse, significant other, whatever you want to call them. But that's just something that is kind of like to a point where
frustrating.
I'm like, okay, if you can't figure out how to communicate, then we're going to have to, like, really figure out a plan because it drives me
insane.
Also,
what?
It's just kind of like, I don't know if all guys do it, but
burp and fart.
Yeah, but, like, don't women do it too?
I think sometimes girls are more gross than men.
Why do you say that?
I don't know, because sometimes, like,
I feel like I'm the most embarrassed person.
It's expected for men to be gross, but then when you really put a group of girls, like, we have more grosser. Wow, I'm so uneducated. Like, think about it. We get periods. Mm-hmm. So we already right there have grosser stories and grosser things happen to us. Everyone burps and farts. Mm-hmm. But we are right there. And then, like, boys think that girls don't poop. So then it's even worse when we talk about it, or, like, when something embarrassing happens.
Okay, when I poop,
I won't tell anyone except for when you find out I have diarrhea.
Yeah, and then I tell everyone. But whenever I poop, I literally will, like, disappear.
Same.
And I will close every door in the path of where I'm going. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, like, if I'm going upstairs to go to the bathroom,
you're closing the bedroom,
the bathroom, and then the bathroom door.
Yep.
You know, because, like, my bathroom has two doors.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, that's 3 doors closed. I'm hoping that if they go through the first door and they realize that the second bathroom door is closed, that they're
not going to go any further.
Not going to come in. But do you ever feel like, as a woman, you have less privacy as a man?
Yes.
Because Jackson always will find me when I'm going poop.
My kids do not give one single fuck. Whether I'm showering or shitting, they're walking in and give no fucks. Mom, and I'm like, or like I hear them call me 6 times and I'm like, I'm in the shower. Y'all know I'm in the shower.
Like, why are you aggravating me right now? Like, it's my only quiet time.
Lex will follow me all the way in the bathroom.
And he stands at probably the bathroom door and
crying.
Yeah. Like, let me in. I'm
just pooping.
Yeah.
BRB.
And Jackson will be like, hey, Mom, can you read what this coloring page says? And I'm like,
no, give me 5.
I am just trying to take a private poop. You know, I don't get it. Like, I don't get the balls scratching. I don't get
any of it.
Like, why do they scratch their balls? I ask Will that all the time.
I think it gets sweaty down there.
He says it itches.
But why?
And I'm like, well,
do they have
my vagina doesn't itch.
I would hope not.
You know what I mean?
That would be a huge problem. Like, do they have to, like, move their... Yeah, they probably have to move it around. You know what I mean? Like, their junk gets in the way.
But in the way of what?
Their legs. It's probably uncomfortable.
No.
Okay.
I'm just like, if you're scratching your balls and your balls itch, they shouldn't itch. That would mean, like, a vagina should itch, but it doesn't.
It doesn't. Or it shouldn't.
Like, it shouldn't. And if it does and you're listening...
You needed some monostat.
Kail! I cannot. And then another thing that, like, men do that... Actually, Jackson tells me everything. So anything that Will does...
He tells you?
He'll come and tell me. Because he's like, Dad did this, or, like, Dad did that. I have this big thing on movie ratings. So I'm like, Jackson's not allowed to watch anything that is past PG unless I've seen it before.
Right.
So it's like, I need to see what's in it before he views it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want him to pick up anything that could be, like, inappropriate, you know, or whatever. So he and Will on the weekends go to the man cave and we'll be watching God knows what.
God knows what.
And Jackson will come running upstairs, or we'll be sitting at dinner or just like random times, and he'll be like, well, Dad watched this on TV and it said blah, blah, blah. And that was a PG-13. And I'm like, yeah, it's probably R, you know? And we'll be like, well, Jackson wanted to watch such and such, and that's R. And Jackson's like, no, I didn't want to watch that. I don't like cuss words, or I don't, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
So they're really just like snitching on each other.
They always snitch on each other to me. And I'm like, to be perfectly honest,
get it together.
You need to get it together. Will, you're more immature than Jackson. And if you're watching inappropriate things, like talking about God knows what, why do you think that that's fine for Jackson to watch? Like, I can't even think of like some of the stuff. One of Jackson's favorite shows, The Freaking Office.
That's really funny.
And I'm like, why does Jackson think The Office is so funny?
Let's Lincoln watch it. Yeah,
and see, like, that's scary to me. That's scary to me. So I can't even imagine.
I don't want my 5-year-old watching it.
No.
He's like, well, I did when I was a kid. And I'm like, well, you're not my kid, so.
Well, exactly. Oh, so how does that work with, like, co-parenting?
I hate it. He doesn't listen to me. He doesn't care.
But then you have to be fine with it, right?
There's nothing I can do about it. I don't like it, but.
See, I would yell at Will so bad. I feel like if that was a situation, that it would make him not even want to watch it.
Right. That's it.
Let's take a minute to talk about something a lot of women have to think about, and that is birth control. Anyone that's needed a birth control prescription knows what a hassle it is to go to the doctors. You have to make a doctor's appointment, make sure you refill your monthly pack, and then the expense of a doctor's visit can be crazy. It's just a lot of hassle.
So we found a great alternative that cuts all the nonsense, and it's called Hers. With Hers, you can handle all your birth control questions online, and you can get the prescription right easily from home. Hers wanted to make birth control affordable and convenient for everyone, and that's something we can all feel good about. I have to be on birth control with my other medication especially, and so the website is super easy. I can get my prescription and not have to go all the way to the doctor and sit in the office.
We're all busy, and the last thing that you want to do is spend time and money going to the doctor, so it's such a great option. And they made it so that you can get everything that you need, including an online doctor's consultation and the prescription for $30, and you don't need insurance.
When you order now, our listeners can get their first month of birth control from forhers.com for just $5 while supplies last, and subject to a doctor's approval. See website for full details. Go to forhers.com/coffee. That's FORHERS.com/coffee. forhers/coffee. Restrictions apply. See website for full details.
Another question that I feel like is so old school, but when you were married to Javi, did he ever buy you flowers or like do like any like sweet gestures to go like out of the way to be like, I love you?
Not usually. In the beginning, like when we were very first together, he did. But like over time, no, not really.
Not really? Mm-mm. But do you feel like you like those things or you don't?
I think now that I'm older, I'm 27, and I've kind of been in and out of relationships, I do feel like I would appreciate them more now than I have in the past.
Right.
Because I think when I was younger, I either expected them or like they maybe weren't a part of a relationship. But like now at 27, I feel like I understand that as relationships progress and as time goes on in a relationship, like those things are kind of important to like maybe spark things back up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was with somebody who did really, really cute things for me. And I definitely ruined that relationship. But even that being said, I still appreciated those things that she did for me.
Right.
They were cute and, you know, moving forward in my life and hopefully to a relationship that I can respect and not ruin. You know, I hope that those surprises are part of that.
Yeah.
Like flowers. I'm a sucker for flowers.
Okay. See, Will sometimes sends me flowers, but I kind of went through this phase where I was like, okay, maybe he's sending me flowers because he's being lazy, because he knows like, oh, flowers are like a nice thing to do, but I don't really have to do any work other than give my credit card.
Right.
You know, so that kind of like bothered me to an extent.
Because it was like a lazy gesture.
Yeah. But I think I read too much into it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, like he really didn't intend for it to be lazy. It was like he probably viewed it as I'm going out of my way to do something nice for her.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm viewing it as, oh, he like messed up, so he's going to send me flowers, but he's going to be lazy about it because he's not going to the store to like get his own flowers. Like I would probably appreciate
if he went and picked them up. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's fair.
Versus like somebody delivering them to me. And I don't know if that's just like petty or if...
It's a little petty, but I mean, I also understand it, especially like if you know he has the time or he's already going to the store, like just pick them up and bring them to me.
Yeah.
Or like if I'm big on acts of service. So like if he went to go pick something up from the grocery store for you, like just grab the flowers.
Yeah. So maybe I am about acts of service as well.
That's definitely one of my big ones.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of times whenever you explain stuff to men, they just like don't listen to stuff.
Right.
Like just going back to the flower thing, like you try to like explain that, and I try to explain like my reasoning, but then he would still send like flowers another time.
Right.
But that's just an example of like men not listening.
Right.
You know, it's like, I don't know if it's just all men or if it's just like the one that I'm with.
I think a lot of it is many men, to be honest.
But also it kind of goes to like the communication thing too, like, and the listening, because a lot of times I will say stuff to Will and he'll say that I never said it, but he'll say that he says stuff to me, but he really never said it.
Oh,
I feel like you're that way.
No, I just sometimes like I have a really bad memory. So like I will start to tell a story and then like maybe get sidetracked or something. And then I expect them to know the rest of what I'm saying.
Right.
Or like I start to tell you a to-do list and then I drop off the face of the earth. And then it's like, what the fuck?
Right. Right. Okay. So I want to ask you a few questions. What makes a great man in your eyes, or woman? It doesn't have to be just a man.
I would say to be considerate of each other's time, right?
Okay.
So like kind of like what you said, like if we make plans or I'm planning to go about my regular night and you kind of change that a little bit, let me know. You got to communicate to me, that we're changing it up. So a huge thing for me and Chris was like, we'd have plans and then he would just not
follow through the plans.
And it's like, I thought that this is what we were doing and he never communicated. You know what I mean?
I hate cancelers.
I would love to see someone who has goals, almost like, so you don't have to necessarily move up in your job, but like have goals for your life. Like I'm never content with what I'm doing. I always want more. I'm always looking to do what's the next project I can start. Mm-hmm. I don't like people who are complacent in their life. I'm not, the word content bothers me. Mm-hmm. So like if you're content just where you're at and you don't want to strive for more, that's not me.
Yeah.
That's not me at all.
That's not going to cut it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Okay. What 3 things, just from having relationships, what 3 things can men or women do you feel like that could make their partners happier?
I think talking about things is big. Like even if it's an issue or you don't really feel like arguing, sometimes you have to talk when you don't want to, unfortunately. Like that's just the way it is.
It's a big problem in my relationship.
A lot of relationships, not just yours. Like I think it's across the boards. So communication. And I think just being transparent. So if you're not transparent about certain things, they're never going to get resolved. They're always going to get swept under the rug and they're always going to come back later on. And I think the third one, probably being mindful of each other's time, right? Respecting each other's time. So yeah, we're in a relationship. Yeah, we're forming a family, but at the same time, we are individuals too. So I have a life outside this marriage. I have a life outside of this relationship. And
so many people struggle with that.
Right. So you need to respect that. I do want to put some degree of focus into my career, and that needs to be my time for my career. Or, I like to say someone likes to paint or someone wants to play, I don't know what it is, but they have that time that they have to themselves. Like you need to respect that.
Right. And I think everybody can relate to that to a certain degree because you do get so invested, like in your identity, being in your relationship.
Oh, and as a mom.
And as a mom, like as a mother. And you feel like, oh, wow, you know, there's more parts of me other than just being Will's wife in my case and Jackson's mom.
Right. And I think for some period of time, you might only want to do that. Mm-hmm. Those might be the only things that you are focusing on. But for me, there was a point after I had Lincoln, especially. Actually, I had it with Isaac too, where it was like, okay, I've done this mom thing. I've put my all into these past 6 months with Isaac. I'm ready to go back to work. Mm-hmm. I want to go back to work and interact with adults. I'm going to do it. I want to do it. And you need to respect that.
Right.
And that's just the way it was. Same thing with Javi. It was like, okay, we're married. We've had this child. You know, I had breastfed for a year. I'm ready to go back to school. Mm-hmm. I need to do this for me, and you need to respect that. And so I kind of feel like for you, like maybe the podcast is that for you, or right. whatever you're working on.
Because I get fulfilled in a different way mm-hmm. that I can't be fulfilled by being a mom
right.
and by being a wife.
Yeah. You know? Can't pour yourself into other people if your glass isn't full.
Right. 100%. We hear a lot of people talking about self-care these days, but what does that mean to you? To me, it's about being the best version of yourself so that you can be a good mom, wife, and friend. And that's why I like programs like Noom, who are about teaching you how to live your best life.
Anyone that's been on a crash diet knows that you might hit your goal, but it doesn't usually last because no one taught you how to maintain that last goal. So Noom wants to change that. They're all about changing habits and giving you the tools to get you stronger and be the perfect weight for you.
They have one of the biggest food databases available and will track your meal habits, help you understand portion sizes, and keep you motivated and on task along your healthy lifestyle journey. I really liked Noom because the process was just so super easy, and it was also thorough when asking me questions. Everyone's different, so I feel like it was very good about asking me questions that was just for myself. And since you can access it on your phone, you always have access to support wherever you need it.
Noom is designed for results. Achieve your goals by signing up for that trial today at Noom, Noom.com/coffee. What do you have to lose? Visit Noom.com/coffee to start your trial today. Again, that's Noom.com/coffee. Start losing weight for good. Yeah, I guess so. Speaking of relationships, our friend Rico just got here.
No, your friend Rico. Rico Hundo. And actually, we have always been getting questions about what men think from like a men's perspective about us, because we're always talking about a woman's perspective. So we want to get Rico on, and maybe we can just ask him like some quick questions about what men think.
I've got 10 questions for him. Solid relationship questions.
Freaking Rico Hundo, your ex.
Oh, look, here he comes. What? What did you call him?
Your ex.
He said I never dated him. Here he comes, causing trouble. Oh, my God.
Oh my God. Her one and clonely.
Yeah, that's me. How you doing, Kail?
I'm good, Rico. We can't let him see our questions, though.
I love a good ex-boyfriend.
Wait, wow. Hold on. Who said I'm an ex?
Okay, so we have 10 rapid-fire questions. We need quick, precise answers that our viewers are going to understand. So this is all relationship stuff from a man's perspective.
Okay.
Man's perspective. Mm-hmm. All right, so question 1. What's the most important thing in a relationship?
Honesty.
Okay.
Wait, what? No, you don't think so?
Yeah, I mean, that's important.
Were you not expecting that?
I didn't expect that answer from you.
What you want me to say, sex?
I expected that from you.
All right, well, that's second.
Okay,
but like looks or personality?
Personality. Because at the end of the day, like, I could get
But that doesn't attract you. Like, a personality doesn't attract you.
No, but you know what? Like, looks get boring after a while.
Okay. Fair enough.
Right?
We're both okay.
First thing you look for in a woman?
Teeth.
Oh.
Okay.
When I was in college, I wanted to be a dentist.
Yeah, me too.
You did?
But you have nice teeth. Remember I asked you if they were fake?
Yeah. Oh, yes, you did.
Do you have fake teeth?
No.
Are those dentures?
That's the same question.
Okay, go.
Would you rather be the breadwinner or have a businesswoman as a partner?
Businesswoman, 100%. I grew up with a single parent, so my mom is everything, and she did it. So I look up to women that are like that.
Okay. But are you, like, going to work or you're not going to work?
Of course, of course.
Does it bother you if your partner makes more than you?
No. I feel like if it bothers a guy that has to do with insecurities, my thing is this. I like competition. So if my girl's making more than me, I'm just gonna try to do
Work
better.
harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'd rather have a girl that's doing more than me and makes me want to do better than a girl's doing less than me that makes me feel like I'm taking care of somebody.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just my personal aspect. I don't know.
I honestly was not expecting this from Rico.
Me neither. Like, I was going to
None
be,
of these
he's going to be
answers.
D-bag extraordinaire.
This is why she picked me.
Should have picked Jalen.
Yeah. I love Jalen, by the way.
Oh my gosh. We talked crap about you actually
Yeah, we
on
did.
another podcast.
Don't worry, I'm going to FaceTime him.
You are.
Yep.
Okay, so perfect girl. You have the perfect girl. She looks great. Everything seems great on the outside. But what would ruin it? Like, what is the deal breaker?
Laziness.
Okay.
Like I said, like it goes back to hand in hand, right? Like I like somebody who is never content with like at least mental growth. Like you could be like, all right, like if your career wise is good, all right, cool, you know. But when it comes to bettering yourself, like you gotta always do that. So that's my thing. Because the thing is this, like I'll be honest with you, right? I dated a lot of women,
right?
I had pretty women, and pretty women got boring after a while because they had no personality. Or I had pretty women who got boring after a while because they had no growth. So it's like when you go through that, you kind of learn what you want.
I smell pothead.
Yeah.
I can smell it.
Yeah, it's in my dreads.
Would you rather have money and be like, no, what was the question?
Great relationship with no money, or like a trophy wife that does nothing and have millions?
Damn, that's tough.
You either are shallow or you're going to pick a good answer.
Wait, so no, I'm not going broke again. I'm sorry. That's out. I would rather, yep, the second one.
Trophy wife with no substance.
Yeah, trophy. No, I'm not
You're
struggling.
shallow.
I'm not struggling. I don't want to struggle.
I honestly would pick that too.
Yeah, I would too. I'm just giving him a hard time.
You know what?
I would pick
Rico and I
that.
have a love-hate relationship, so any answer he gives, I'm like, no.
You're like, he's
if he
right,
agrees.
but
Even
I'm
if
not
I
going to
agree,
admit that I
right,
agree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so how do you think other males fail in a relationship?
They get complacent and they don't like put the next, like, all right, so like when you go, see, my thing is this, right? You got to set the right expectations. So if I tell you and show you what I am from the get-go, that's what you're going to get for the entire relationship. A lot of men sell dreams. Mm-hmm. And then once they get the girl to the point that they want them, those dreams die out and they're not that guy.
That is so
Okay.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I'm
100%
saying?
true.
I tell
Yeah.
my best friend stop doing that all the time. He gets me aggravated.
But like he still does it.
Yeah, because you know why? It works. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it doesn't work in the long run.
Because
Right.
like long term, you're not going to be happy.
Yeah. He's more frustrated than she is. Because he has to
he's
constantly,
lying.
he has to constantly be something he's not, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Take advice, guys. I'm trying to help you right now.
Love lessons with Rico.
You know?
Hundo. Okay, so marriage, or you're okay with just a long-term commitment with no certificate?
No certificate.
Honestly, you know what?
You're not down for marriage.
I'm okay with a long-term commitment with no certificate. I don't actually
You know what?
need,
I knew he was going to say that.
I don't need a piece of paper to tell me that I'm married, though. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people try to get that certificate for validation, and then it just gets all screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like marriage, when you get that certificate, I don't know how anybody else feels, but whenever I got married, and I just felt like a sense of pressure behind that piece of paper. You know, it's like everything was perfectly fine until then, and then it was like, oh God, like I'm legally like bound to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the newness of marriage wears off really quickly too. So you're like, oh my God, you're planning this wedding, and it's so exciting, and it's so fun, and then it's done, and you're like, oh fuck, what did I just do?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, no.
Okay.
So
You
you're
can
just
keep
not
the
going to
piece
get
of
married.
You can keep it. I mean, what my thing is this, right? I always had this in my mind, right? Me and the girl that I decide to get married to, right? Quote, and I put that in quotes, right? I would propose, you know, and I would figure out a way, like, basically to make it feel like that same traditional marriage, but I wouldn't want to get the legality aspect of it.
I think I would be good with like a lifetime engagement.
Yeah.
You know, like
I just want the ring, maybe.
I feel
So
like a lot
shallow.
of business people that are smart would like go that route because like you don't have to really like legally combine finances and like all of that stuff. You don't really get into that
Well,
part.
is common
And we've
law a
talked
thing?
about that before.
Common law is still a thing, I think.
Wait, do you
I
know the
don't
history
think-
of marriage?
No, it's like property, right?
Yeah.
But like what?
So basically, the history of marriage is basically supposed to be like, all right, you had a great family or a family that had a great amount of property. I had a family that had a great amount of property. Your daughter, my son, get them married. We're going to combine our properties. It was actually like 85 to 90% business. It had nothing to do with love. It actually didn't realize love and romance didn't come into about the 1800s.
Why do you know that?
You want to know what? I do a lot of studying.
Because he's dated so many girls, he's tried to convince them that they shouldn't want to get married. And so that's the way that he used it.
Right.
He was like, well, actually, if I want to marry you, it's because it's like for a business reason, not for a love reason. That's probably what you sold them.
No, because I'm myself. You know, the bad thing is this, like, you know, I tell you the honest to God truth. This is what I learned. You know, if you find something different, you know.
Did you learn that at your one semester at DSU?
First of all,
he went to my college.
And you never saw him?
Never.
No.
Are y'all the same age?
No.
That's why you didn't see each
How
other?
old are you?
I'm 26.
Oh, I'm 27.
That's why y'all didn't see each other.
And honestly, like...
And he was only there for one semester.
And I wasn't even there.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I was about to say
didn't
that.
go to class.
Yeah.
Well, that was
He was
dumb.
there like the first day when he got his
you know what it
syllabus.
was? Like, I realized that I made a mistake. So I was like, I don't want to... Like, I would never do something I don't want to do. So then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do this. So then I transferred and I went back to Jersey.
So do you have any questions for us from a female perspective?
What? Okay.
Wait, we forgot to ask him his ideal celebrity date.
Oh, go ahead.
Kail. So I already got my ideal celebrity date.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'll
Any
keep
questions,
you later.
Rico?
Yeah, you know, I have some questions, but you know, I'm not going to ask them right here because
Why?
they're way more personal questions.
Okay, go for
My
it.
questions are not like your questions.
Well, then ask us
Ask 'em.
your questions.
Okay.
See if we answer.
Actually, you know what? I'll start off light, and then we'll go deep.
Okay.
Right? Well,
Marriage counseling or relationship counseling with Rico Hundo.
Well,
Go ahead.
this one's preference, right?
Okay.
How would you feel if your husband didn't wear his wedding ring? Is it an obligation or is it an option?
I don't care.
Don't really care.
Don't care. So he never wears it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Would you wear it still?
No.
Wow. So why not? That's not fair.
I'm just saying, if he's not, then I'm not.
Why? But what does his choice have to do with your choice?
Because his action caused a reaction.
Okay.
So he's not wearing it for, I guess it depends on the reason also.
Yeah.
What if he just doesn't like, he just says, I don't like rings?
But what if you're just in a fight?
No. Like, I don't want to say, like, I don't want to put, like, a negative connotation on it.
I have to be honest, I never wore mine.
Situation.
When
You
I was
never
married,
wore it?
I never wore it.
Okay.
And he hated it, drove him crazy. But I was like, I don't want to wear it.
But a lot of times...
Did he wear his?
Yeah.
A lot of times, like, as a mom, though, too, I feel like... Okay, when I first got my ring, I was like, oh, I don't want to, like, get it damaged or something. And then I had a little one, and then it would scratch him. So then I would, like, take it off, and then it would be, like, 3 weeks later, and I would be like, oh, fuck, I forgot.
I'm also just, like, not a jewelry person ever.
See,
I wear this one necklace, and
Yeah.
I'm not
Basically,
a jewelry
like,
person.
Sames. Is my J backwards?
But maybe
No, your J's not backwards.
I would wear... You did have your J on backwards.
Yeah, I got my kid around my neck.
That's dope. I was just trying to put those two together.
Jill. This is Isaac Lincoln Lux. But yeah, I'm not a jewelry person. But I think with the right person, I would wear the ring.
But yeah, I guess...
And I wouldn't care if he didn't wear his.
I guess I'm like tit for tat, and that's immature.
Yeah, but I was going to say that's spite.
Yeah.
You know, that's
but I'm spiteful. I'm a spiteful bitch.
When's
so-
your birthday?
She's a Virgo.
Oh my God. No, I'm not even having this conversation.
What are you?
Well, I'm an Aquarius. But I dated a Virgo, and it was
Are
like...
you February?
Yeah, 9th.
That was my due date with Isaac.
You see, I was meant to be.
Oh, good God.
So what was
Rico.
wrong with Virgos?
Wait, slow down.
Slow
There's
down.
nothing wrong with Virgos, but like I dated my first serious relationship was with a Virgo.
Yeah.
She set the bar high because she was a good girl. She was a great girlfriend. But
Sounds like Lindsie.
she was like very like she had a lot of insecurities, and like at this point I wasn't the Rico that
At this
I am
point.
now. Yeah, at
So
that
you
point.
became
Yeah, like you know what
Okay.
happened after that relationship? I was just like,
wall out.
do whatever you want. And then, yeah. But during that relationship, she was great. Like I could count on her. She was there. She was loyal. She was to herself.
Sounds like all Virgos.
You know, like, and I like that. But you know what I didn't like was the sensitivity level. Because I joke around a lot, and I'm sometimes, like, and I'm an asshole, right?
We know.
Yeah. But like she, like, it wasn't like good for her. You know, not saying that all Virgos are like that, but like my thing is, if something makes a Virgo sensitive, it makes them extremely sensitive.
Yeah, that's true.
So like
That's like all Virgos.
Yeah. So I'm not a sensitive person, so it just didn't work.
Oh, that's why you don't care when I talk shit about you.
No, I laugh. It's funny. I like it.
Like, I think I'm hurting your feelings, but
Okay, next question.
yeah, we're ready. Rapid fire.
Oh my god! The next question I'm going to ask you is going to be a very personal question.
Okay.
Go.
First and foremost, are y'all dating?
No.
I'm married.
So yours doesn't count. Kail.
No.
So you don't count.
Kail. All right. So I'm going to tell you why I'm asking this question.
Okay.
Because I got asked this question.
We're not dating.
Whatever. Right. So I got asked this question, and this question like made me sweat. So I'm gonna
Made you sweat.
Yeah, because like we're like live. So I'm like. So Kail, when was the last time you had an intimate partner? Scratch that. When was the last time you and that partner got intimate? Whoa.
Months ago. It's been months.
You know what? Maybe I just ain't shit.
Why? It's been a year?
For me, that I got intimate with somebody.
It's been a week.
It's been about a week.
A year.
Because I don't have casual sex. So the last time I had sex was in a
It's not even fair now. I feel like the question didn't do what it did to me. I wanted to do it to you.
Why? I'm not going to sweat. Other than,
but the difference is if she doesn't have casual sex and you do, that's the main difference.
But I haven't seen anybody.
But is that a girl or a guy thing, or
I think I've seen girls that have casual sex. I just don't.
Makes me wonder, like, if you're listening and you're a female, do you have casual sex?
I think because girls get shamed more. So they don't admit it, or they don't do
It's like
it.
more acceptable for guys.
Right.
So you think girls don't do it because of the judgment that comes behind it, not because of the want?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Because girls can't just like add bodies and not be judged.
Is that fair?
No.
No.
Why?
We talk about it all the
I don't
time.
know that I'm
Because
not
it's double
secure
standard.
enough. Right. I'm not secure enough to do it.
If you're not judged
regardless.
for it, then a woman shouldn't be judged for it.
But they are.
But they are.
And I agree. But why are they?
Why are women judged for it?
I don't know, because we have vaginas.
What?
Am I wrong?
I mean, that can't be the reason.
It just is. It's just a double standard. It just is.
I feel like women are held to a certain standard that we're supposed to do certain things. Like, goes like way back. You're supposed to keep a house, put a meal on the table, raise the
give
kids,
out when you need to,
and then put out to your husband. Men, I think it's been acceptable for a long period of time that they go and do their job. They might be doing another woman and come home, might want to do their wife, and
it's accepted.
It's accepted. It's
That
fine.
sounds crazy. All right. I mean, I'm out of questions now. You kind of just, shut it down.
You're out
down.
of questions?
Yeah. I mean, I could
Wow, you're
definitely
horrible
think
at being an interviewer.
What?
You could never have a podcast.
You could never have a podcast.
You want me to ask you some more questions?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Kail, what's your 3 favorite things about me?
I don't like anything. I hate you.
All right, why'd you pick me?
I don't know. And that's what I think I have the hardest time with. I can't pinpoint why I chose you in my life.
I know why she picked you.
Why?
Because you have dreads. Because you have nice teeth. Because Kail always looks at people's teeth. And because you're probably like a good guy, but also bad.
Probably accurate.
So you need balance.
I need balance.
See?
Yep.
You're not the balance.
What?
But Kail likes a challenge. She likes a challenge, but also doesn't want to be challenged in the same way. Like, she wants to know that she's secure, but she also wants to fight with somebody. And I think that she knew that she wasn't going to fight with Jalen because he's smart.
Right. You mean he wasn't going to fight with me?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Why does that make him smart?
Well, because
He has his shit together
Yeah,
and wouldn't
he has
argue
his-
back with somebody. You would argue
Yeah.
back with someone.
Yeah. Like,
I
you would
would
give
argue-
you would give that fire to her, like, you would just give it to her.
So we spark.
Y'all
Rico, I
spark.
can't even look at him. I can't stand
You see,
him.
I told you she always
I
smiles when I
can't
talk to
stand
her.
him.
She loves Rico.
No.
Say it for me just one time.
No.
Please.
For Coffee Convos listeners, one in Clonely,
Forever and ever.
forever and ever,
To death
Kail
do us
loves
part.
Rico.
I don't love Rico. Rico loves Kail.
And so?
Wait, okay, I do have a question. If you had to pick, like, just your type, like, whatever your type would be, would Kail fit in your type?
My thing is this.
Or do you have one?
Latinas.
Oh, well, okay, hold on.
Because Jalen also likes Latinas.
I like Latinas, too. Well, my thing is this. Like, for example, the girl that was a Virgo, she was white.
What?
Yeah, she was.
I cannot picture
But what
you
was
with a
she
white
like?
girl.
My mom, she was quiet. She was exactly opposite
But what did
of
she
me.
look like physically?
Petite.
No, she was like, I don't know, she was probably like 5'5". I don't know. She was she had a fat ass, you know. That's it. Like that's like.
So she was like thick.
She wasn't thick, but she wasn't skinny. You know what I'm saying? Like
So
she was in
like,
the middle.
She was like medium.
Yeah, she was like like medium. But then as we dated, she gained some more weight. I'm not gonna
Well, it's
lie.
happy weight.
Yeah, you know. So,
But then you
that was
ruined her.
still cool.
By
Then you
dumping
ruined her.
Yeah.
I didn't. First of all,
Why did you break up with her?
You want to know the truth?
Yes.
She broke up with me.
Why? Because you were cheating.
I didn't cheat.
You turned into a dog.
No, I didn't turn into a dog till after, right? So what happened was
You won't find Sarah and other women.
Who's Sarah?
The girl.
What girl?
What's her name?
Her name was Amber.
Oh, I was close.
Sarah. Who's Sarah? but she and I
was like,
broke
that
up.
was like 5 girls ago.
Right. He's like, that was the last girl.
No,
I'm just kidding.
actually, I never dated a Sarah.
Maybe you need to go find one now.
No, I don't want to. But right, so Amber was cool. But what happened was, it was the whole insecurity thing because, like, at first I was out of state for college because it was from my senior year to my sophomore year of college. So I was out of state. I didn't do anything, and then I came back home. I saw her every weekend. So mind you, I was driving back home like 2 hours every single weekend just to be with her. And then that didn't work out because she was still insecure. She's like, I still feel like, there's something that could possibly be going on and da-da-da-da. Because I took 18 college credits and I played college football. So there was like no time, So
Yeah, I would think that too.
Yeah, same.
But
Yeah.
like, I really didn't do anything. But at the end of the day, so you know what happened? She told me one day, she's like, I feel like you're doing something. Now I'm in a college 30 minutes from her house. She can drive to come see me if she wants to. And I said, you know what? I'm going to prove you right.
So you did exactly what she thought you were doing.
No, well, she said, you know what? Then it's over. So she broke up with me, and then I did whatever I did, and then me and her never got back together.
Okay,
That's
so
tragic.
this is the thing.
That was my rebellious side.
Speaking on that point, though, do you feel like if someone's going to accuse you of something, if I'm going to be accused of something,
You might as well do it.
Yeah, I might as well be doing it.
My thing is this: you can accuse me once, twice, 3 times, and I get it. Especially like not so much back then, but now, especially the way like what I publicize, I can understand you accuse me now, right? But then when I'm not doing anything and you accuse me for a year out of the 2.5 years we've been together, I'm not gonna. All right, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna teach you.
I'm going to show you.
I don't think you're wrong for that. At some point, it's like one of us, something's got to give. So I'm either worried you're going to break up or I'm going to show you what you're accusing me of.
Right, yeah.
And I did it with pride. I called it when I was done.
Oh, wow.
Jesus Christ, Rico.
And that's why Kail likes you.
No, I don't even like you.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm not a liar. That's one thing I'm not.
Do you feel like, okay, this is a question for both of you. Do you feel like that there is like there's like fighting that needs to be in a relationship to keep a spark there? Because
Yes.
I feel like somebody who is not willing to fight with you and can't fight good with you, like, I don't want you.
Trust.
I don't know if it's a trust thing. I think it's
can't
more of
trust
like sometimes you just
You just
you're
like
in the
want a
mood
good fight,
to argue.
Like
Mark can attest to this.
you wake up one day and you just roll over and you look at that person and you're like, I'm gonna fucking fight with you today.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not what goes in my mind. No, like
That's what goes in
not
my
how-
mind.
I don't look at it like, yo, Kail, you know what? I'm gonna piss you off. Watch this. Well, I would say I'll annoy you. It should be funny. That could turn into an argument. Yeah, but like, I don't ever like try to do that per se. Like, have that initial thought. Like, I don't like negativity though.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I can't argue with you, I can't really trust you because my thing is this: I don't know if we're going to be able to last after we really get into it because it's going to happen. It's bound to happen.
You feel like you need a good argument to know like if
This
that
person,
person's going to be able to handle it.
Right.
Yeah, 100%. Right?
Okay.
Because like sometimes, like when I get mad, it gets scary. So
Yeah,
I can't picture you mad. I don't think I'd ever take you seriously.
Oh no, you would.
I feel like he's like a Will type. Like
Will?
my
Your
husband. I feel like he's a type that's going to be like real even keel and like funny and joking, and then all of a sudden,
like the calm before the storm.
It's like the calm before the storm, and then it's like the hurricane hits, and you're like, oh my
shit.
God.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what. Like, I chill out. Like, I like to have fun, but like, if you disturb my peace, I could
disturb my peace.
I have a lot of self control, but once you disturb it for long enough and you bring it out of me, it's like, okay, now you got to wait for the storm to pass because it's not going to be stopped. Mm-hmm. But like, that's why I don't even like getting to that point. You know, when I was younger, I did. You know, like when I was younger, because you were immature.
Do you have siblings?
Yeah,
you do.
Yeah,
older or younger?
I have a younger sister and a younger brother. Oh. And I also have, like, stepbrothers and sisters, too, that are older.
Okay. Your mom got remarried?
My dad.
Your dad?
Well, actually, my mom and my dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but my mom isn't together with my stepdad now.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
They're still like my brother.
So, like, when are y'all going to go on a real date?
We're not going to go on a real date.
Today?
That's never going to happen.
Right after this, what time is it?
We're not going on a date, Rico.
5 o'clock?
Y'all are going on a date?
No.
2:40? We got 3 hours to choose and get ready.
We're not. Why did you? No.
Okay, so we're going to do a poll, and it's going to be like a yes or no. Should Kail and Rico go on a date? And if the poll swings yes, then Kail's going on it. And if the poll swings no, then Rico's never calling
We
again.
will film this and put it on YouTube if y'all choose yes.
What? Okay. First of all, you're gonna choose. Wait. Even if she chooses no, even if they choose no, she's still going.
No.
Yes, she is. Like, they can't stop us. So I think that the audience definitely needs to give me a chance. I mean, you gotta think about it. Every time Kail's with me, and this is a fact, she's always laughing, always smiling, she's always happy. Mm-hmm. So why not see her in that light again?
No.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And then what's your favorite?
I'm blushing.
Wait, you see?
Because Kail doesn't even blush. Kail doesn't get embarrassed about anything other than Rico.
Not true.
So I think that everybody should vote yes. If you're going to vote no, just don't vote.
No, actually, definitely vote either way, for sure.
Definitely not. Kail, what's your favorite food?
Carbs.
Thai
food.
Thai? Mm-hmm. There's a great Thai spot nearby.
We're not going to get Thai food, Rico.
All right.
Well, thank you so much, Rico.
We'll wait for the audience to say yes.
Whatever. We'll send him the poll results that are like, no. I'm going to vote from a million different accounts.
Don't do that. You can't cheat.
From all of
my friends back home, vote no.
Don't worry. I'm going to make 1,000 accounts myself.
Okay. Where can people follow you on social media?
They can follow me at Kail's boyfriend. No, Rico _Hundo.
And that's on Instagram. Do you have Twitter?
Instagram, Twitter, everything is Rico _Hundo.
Okay, Rico Hundo. Well, we are so thankful for you coming on. And we hope you have a fantastic Thai evening, and I hope that y'all don't give a foe.
That was so clever.
I like that.
So clever.
Well,
all right, guys.
Well, I feel like we've covered so much in this episode, and obviously we still have a lot left to understand about men.
Yes.
So if you guys have any other questions about men, make sure you send those to us, and we'll try to give our take on them. We probably don't know any better than you because we are clueless individuals. But I think that's all we have time for today. If you guys have not subscribed to us, you can do that by searching the Purple Podcast app on your iPhone, typing in Coffee Convos, click subscribe, click the 5th star, and you can also leave a written review. We hope you guys have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.
See ya.
This podcast is brought to you by Wave Podcast Network. Check out all of our shows, including the Brain Candy Podcast, I Don't Get It, Coffee Convos, and Let's Talk About It.